Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. We're gonna work on a Mustang, a Salem Fastback something. What was it? Salem Spectre Fastback. And it's got quite a few problems. Sloppy car steering, so that's gonna be the sway bars and arms and such. Brake problems and a loud exhaust. So we don't even have to take this car on a test drive to already know what's going to be the problem. So we can just, lift it up and get all the crappy stuff off. You can already see the calipers over there need replacing, the exhausts, of course. So what's the minimum? 59% on this car. All right, well, let's take stuff off, just like usual. All right, well, those brake calipers need replacing, and the pads. That's quite okay still. The disc. Yeah, that's alright. Right, other stuff. There's the sway bar that needs replacing. Bink! Yeah, that needs to go 25%. The tie rod is okay, but the inner tie rod is not, and the steering rack is not either. But of course we have to take the other wheel off. Probably some rubber bushings as well. We'll have to see about those. The pads in there look pretty bad. The caliper is okay. The pads are not. That stuff is okay. Let's get rid of the inner tie rod. Bink. Oh, wait a second. There's a lot of rust over there. Look at it. Oh. Okay. Where did I see the rust then? That was odd. Yeah, that's completely fine. Alright, well, the steering rack needs to go. There we go. So that's the really rusty parts. Rubber bushings. Let me see. Oh, that one looks pretty bad. This one looks okay. I can't actually see it without actually... Yeah, this one is okay. This one is alright. The other one, I think, is alright as well. Yeah, it's completely fine. This one looks a little bit rusty, and the other one back there... No, this one is actually okay. The other one back there is actually pretty bad, though, as far as I can see. No? Okay, I take that back. I stand corrected. It's not. Alright. Right, let's take the exhausts off. Oh, also the exhaust pipe will need to come off. Oh! I thought we would have to take off the manifold, but apparently not, so that's pretty good. Alright, next... Well, that muffler is still pretty bad. Rear muffler. We also see that the leaf spring plates and the U-bolts need to come off. Let's take this off. There we go. That plate. Also, let's take the wheels off, because I'm sure the drum brakes are pretty bad. We'll have to find out. No, actually, no, they're okay. Alright. Let's put that back on, then. They're completely fine. Good. Alright. So, the other side, then. The rubber bushings look okay. Ah, yeah. Here's a culprit. Rotten drum brakes. Let's take that off. There we go. That cylinder also doesn't look particularly good. What is it? It is 24%. Yeah, that needs to go. Yeah, the rubber bushings are okay. That plate needs to go. And I think that should be it as far as I can see. I mean, they didn't complain about the engine or anything, so that should be all of the parts. Indeed it is, except the brakes. What have we not discovered yet? Maybe something here? That looks okay. Yeah, that's completely fine. That is good. We've missed something then. Probably on this side. Let me check. Oops. Let us check what we have missed. So this is... Oh yeah, that cylinder. There we go. Alright. Perfect. Alright. So we've got all the parts now. And as is now, pretty normal for me... Oops, I can't speak apparently. Let's just take pictures so we can easily see what we need. I think that's the easiest and the least painful. Alright, so what do we need? Let's see the first one. Inner tie rod, 2 of them. We need a leaf spring plate, 2 of them. We need a U-bolt and a steering rack. Just a steering rack. That's pretty expensive. Yeah, 800. And a sway bar. Oops. Sway bar. Front end link B. So this one. Alright. Right, what else do we need? Brakes. We need a brake caliper. Drum. 2 pads. And 2 brake cylinders. Oh, that's not actually brake, that's drum wheel cylinder. As for the exhaust, front exhaust pipe. We need the V8 OHV. We need the middle muffler. 2 of them. And the rear muffler. This one. There we go, that's it. Excellent. Yeah, I think this works pretty good. You know, taking a picture with my phone and then just doing it. And then just buying the stuff. It's a lot faster, a lot less painful. Alright. Right, we'll need to put the steering rack back in. The new one, of course. There's the inner tie rod and the outer tie rod. And we can put the wheel back on. Alright. Nice. Well, that was quite good. I feel quite accomplished. We didn't even need to test a car on the test track or anything, so that's pretty good. Alright, that goes on. That goes on. I can't wait until we can actually buy our own cars and, you know, work on them and then auction them off and so on and so forth. That would be awesome. Right, inner tie rod and outer tie rod. And then the wheels. And the front is done, except of course the exhausts and such. There we go. Alright, let's put the exhausts back on. That one. Look at all that stuff. It looks nice and shiny now. Lovely. Alright, so there's that one, the rear muffler. I mean, why didn't they have me replace the other one as well? That would be the only sensible thing to do, wouldn't it? There's the new U-bolt. The others are in fairly okay condition, so that's alright. Here's the new cylinder that it needs. Brake shoes from before, because they're still in okay condition. Alright. And that's it on this side. Now we need to go to the other side. Put the plate back on and the U-bolts. There we go. This cannot be a very comfortable ride with the leaf springs. That is such a archaic form of suspension. It's very durable. I mean, you can load a lot of it, but very archaic. Alright, I think we're done. Yeah! Alright, that was pretty good. I'm happy with that. Right, let's see. Poor brake performance, car is loud, repair all gearbox faults. I think we can do that. Why not? And get lots of experience, lots of money, and we already have 14,000 again. Let me check. Do we have any experience points? No, we don't. Alright, there we go. Ooh, yeah, exhaust manifold. The gearbox will need replacing. What's the minimum? 48%. Okay. So, gearbox faults, that's going to be the gearbox and probably clutch and such. And yeah, once again, we don't even need to test it. We already know what's wrong with it, pretty much. Alright. Hello! Hello, someone's calling us. It would be cool if they implemented the viscera cleanup detail as well, so you can clean up the puddles of oil and such. Yeah, that would be stupid, I know, but kind of fun. Alright. I know I'm asking too much of a game. It can't be everything at once. Although, wouldn't that be pretty crazy if you played a game that had pretty much everything? You know? Economics, doing this stuff, building your actual building, cleaning the place up, hiring people. That would be amazing, but of course it would be a huge game and probably not very economically viable to make for studios. Right, that looks okay. What about that front sway bar? That's alright, okay. So what else apart from the gearbox? We'll need to take the starter motor off, which unfortunately, once again, is from the engine bay. And the mufflers, not the mufflers, the exhaust manifold. What about at the back? We need to change the exhaust. And of course the brakes, most likely. Now with the drum brakes, it's a bit more of a problem because you have to actually take them off to see the shoes in the cylinder, which in this case needs to be replaced. Nothing else. The suspension seems to be okay. Man, this car is rusty as all hell. Right, yep, this needs to go off. And the brake cylinder is okay. Right, I think we found everything, apart from, of course, the exhaust manifold. Let's see. Yep, that's all. Yep. And gearbox. Yep, we found everything. Excellent. I am happy with that. Right, so let's take the exhaust manifold off, one of them. Actually, wait. This is an i4, and it has... Does it have two exhausts? I forget. Right, so... Not one of the exhaust manifolds, but... Oh, I am in the engine bay. There. But that's the intake manifold, so let's take this off. So many screws. There we go. Nice. And the starter motor, because we'll need to take the gearbox off, of course. Alright, that looks good. Right, let's lift it up. Shouldn't be doing that. It's just... I can't, you know, not do it. It's just, I have to. Every time. Come on, I want to take the gear shaft off. The drive shaft, not the gear shaft. It's a rear-wheel drive. Okay. Interesting old design. Bing, bing, bing. There we go. Right, the gearbox comes off. The whole thing will need replacing, and I can already see that. It's just junk. Yeah, 5%. Also, the pressure plate, possibly the clutch release bearing and the pressure plate will need replacing. So quite something. This looks good. This all looks good. Yep, 48. That's within the specifications of the customer. I think that's about it. Yes, it is indeed. And once again, it is time to take pictures. That's one picture. By the way, if you remember, I was complaining about how slowly my phone took pictures since the last update. Wasn't much of a problem. I just had to clear the app data, and now it's as fast as always. I mean, just like before. It's weird. I don't know why. So, clutch pressure plate, and the bearing, and the gearbox. I foresee there's a 4x4, but nothing uses it as far as I know. I think you actually need that DLC with the SUVs and such, and the pickups. Right, exhaust manifold. This one, single overhead cam. And the rear muffler, which is, funnily enough, the V8 OHV. And also the brake stuff. Brake calipers, 2 ventilated discs, drum, shoes, and a wheel cylinder. There. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's swap all that out. There's the disc, and the pads, and the caliper. And of course the wheel. And just a little more XP and everything else. Come on, we need a 9,000 XP to be able to get the parking space, which will give us, you know, access to actually buying the cars and then repairing them and then auctioning them off. I really want that part of the game, but it's so far away. Look at this, we're at 6,500 and we need 9,000. Well, let's do the gearbox, that's always fun. So the pressure plate comes on, a brand new one, shiny and lovely. And the release thing, oh, I already had one from before, well, oh well. Look at this thing, it's ginormous and also very shiny, because it's new. Right, drive shaft and starter motor, but we can't do the starter motor from here. drive shaft, which will also have to be changed sooner or later, but hey, the customer only wants this particular stuff replaced. Alright, now, exhausts. There's that one. Oh yeah, it only has one exhaust, okay. Right, the other stuff is the starter motor and the manifold. But that's alright. Right, so new brake shoes, new oil, everything. You know, if you're replacing brakes like this, you would think that you would want to replace all of them to have, you know, equal braking power on all sides, because since this one is 48% on this side and the other one is completely new and nice, this side is going to be braking a little bit more than this side. I don't know. Just not a good idea, I think. Right, anyway. Let's put on the starter and the manifold. There's a starter. And the manifold, and I think we're done. I don't think I've forgotten anything. All the screws go in. There. Alright. We are done. Yes, 3,000. Not bad. Not bad, I have to say. Right, so what's that? Ooh, look at this one. Del Rey Custom. 8,000 XP. Wow, Royale GTR. We haven't seen this one yet. Let's take it. Oh, also, let's take it for a spin, I think. I'm gonna take a sip. Very nice. Oh. This is like Mercedes SLK. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is actually... wow. Okay, well, let's take it for a spin, then. Old factory test track. I wonder if you can upgrade that old factory test track. I know I've already said that before, but I really do wonder. It would be nice, you know, to have a proper racetrack where you don't have to crash into things because you're such a horrible... Oh my god, did you see that? Do you see on this loading picture, do you see the timing belt? Or actually the... I think that's the serpentine belt, not the timing belt. It's just floating in the air in the shape as it was on the cogs. Right, let's go. This should be pretty fast. This does not sound like... Oh, understeer. But that's better than oversteer, really, on this... in this place. Oh, lift off, oversteer. All right. We jumped. Yeah. Okay. Well, it wasn't too bad. I mean, there was quite a bit of understeer, but nothing unmanageable. The problem was the lift off, oversteer. But of course, you know, because I'm playing on a keyboard, it's only digital. It's full power or no power, so that's a bit of a problem. You can't really feather the throttle. But oh well. Anyway, Royale GTR. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France? They call it the Royale GTR. Alright. We'll also put it on the test track. Actually, wait. Tapping sense, timing needs, poor brake, loud, fiction, gearbox. Okay, well, only this is the problem. So let's do a compression meter test. So how's the compression? Compression is actually excellent. So oh well. Well, we will repair this car next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye bye.